It's no secret that what we eat and drink plays a big role in beating cancer. So I spent weeks diving into the latest research to find 4 of the top beverages scientifically proven to help us fight cancer. I've been working in oncology for over 17 years, and I know that as a cancer survivor, you're bombarded with all kinds of advice on what you should be eating and drinking. I'm sure you've even wondered, should I be fasting, avoiding carbs, going vegan? Everyone seems to have a different opinion, and it's exhausting. As a survivor, you want to find simple, actionable advice you can trust, things that will actually work without having to change your diet completely. So the 4 drinks I'll be going over today are simple but powerful that the top experts agree are very effective at preventing cancer recurrence. And I'll be telling you how to prepare them to get the most cancer-fighting potential out of them. First up, let's talk about tea, specifically green tea and black tea. This is Dr. William Li. He's a world-renowned expert in cancer research who's shown that we can essentially starve cancer by cutting off its blood supply. Without blood, tumors can't grow. And he says we can do this naturally just by consuming certain foods and drinks that contain certain bioactive compounds. Green tea and black tea both have this ability, but here's the catch. What you put in it can make or break its ability to help you fight cancer, and I'll get into this more in a minute. But first off, green tea is especially powerful because it contains something called catechins that can literally stop cancer cells in their tracks. And what's extra great about green tea is that the catechins come straight out of the tea leaves as soon as you brew it, so they're very easily absorbed by your body when you drink it. Catechins are also known to lower inflammation in your body. Cancer cells love inflammation, so one of the best ways to keep cancer from coming back is to eat foods, whole foods, that can help to lower inflammation and avoid foods like sugar and processed foods that can create it. Now, I've been drinking green tea for years, but recently I thought, well, what if I can make it extra beneficial? So I started adding a piece of ginger root or lemon to my green tea, and it's delicious. Ginger is well known for lowering inflammation and for helping with digestion and preventing colon cancer. And by adding a slice of lemon to your green tea, you'll be getting some vitamin C, which is really important for strengthening your immune system and helping your body keep cancer away. Now, green tea is always in the spotlight for cancer prevention, but what most people don't know is that black tea also has a lot of cancer-fighting properties. Black tea contains polyphenols that lower inflammation, neutralize free radicals, lower cholesterol, and according to Dr. Li, can also reduce the blood supply to tumors. But as I mentioned earlier, what you put in your tea can make or break its ability to help you fight cancer. I know a lot of people love to put sugar in their tea, but sugar is probably the worst culprit for creating inflammation. So if you don't like the taste of tea without sugar, at least try to slowly wean yourself off of it by adding less and less of it until you get used to the taste without it. It is possible. I've done it myself with both tea and coffee. The second thing you don't want to add to your tea is cow's milk. Nut milks are fine, but cow's milk or cream contains fat. Basically, the fat molecules form bubbles around the bioactive compounds like the catechins and the polyphenols, so your body won't absorb them as well and you'll actually miss out on most of the health benefits. But nut milks like almond or cashew milk, even though they do contain some fat, they don't have the same fatty reaction as cow's milk does, so they don't interfere with the amount of nutrients you absorb. Another alternative is a type of tea from Asia called milk tea. It's actually just pure tea leaves, but when you brew it, it tastes like it has milk in it. It's really interesting and really good. Okay, cancer-fighting drink number 2 is something you may even drink every morning: coffee. Coffee has a ton of health benefits. Aside from helping you face the day, it can lower your risk of type 2 diabetes, depression, and cancer. But again, unfortunately, it's not all black and white. It really depends on the quality and what you put in it. A massive 9-year study was done on over 170,000 people in their 50s who drank 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, and it showed they had a 30% lower risk of death from all diseases than non-coffee drinkers. So what's in coffee that makes it so beneficial for cancer survivors specifically? Well, it has a natural chemical called chlorogenic acid that does a lot of things. It improves the blood flow in your body and stimulates stem cells. It improves your gut microbiome, which lowers inflammation and strengthens your immune system. And it contains antioxidants. Almost sounds too good to be true, right? But not all coffee is created equal. If you're serious about getting all the cancer-fighting benefits from coffee, organic coffee beans can have up to 3 times more chlorogenic acid than non-organic beans. Plus, they don't come with harmful pesticides. The way you brew your coffee matters too. French press, pour over, or cold brew are the best methods for preserving the healthy compounds. Now, in terms of what to put in your coffee, skip the sugars and creamers. Instead, try adding nut milks and cinnamon, which is anti-inflammatory, or pure cocoa powder for extra antioxidants. These small changes can make a big difference. Pure cocoa powder or cacao is a top cancer-fighting food. This is because it's high in flavonoids that prevent oxidative stress. And if you've had cancer treatment, this is really important because most types of cancer treatment can actually contribute to chronic inflammation, free radicals, and oxidative stress. That's why it's so important for cancer survivors to eat foods that are high in antioxidants and keep cancer from coming back. But aside from being high in antioxidants, cacao is also great for your heart health, especially if you've had chemo or radiation therapy to the chest, which can put you at an increased risk of heart disease. Also, the magnesium in cacao supports your muscles and can help with cancer-related fatigue. Now, obviously this isn't a free pass to eat a chocolate bar every day. It's only healthy if it's not combined with a ton of sugar and fat. But you can find pure cocoa powder or even a chocolate bar that's at least 70% cacao and has very little sugar. I like to mix pure cocoa powder with some warm milk and cinnamon, nothing else. According to Dr. Lee, if you drink cocoa powder twice a day for a month, that's at least 73% cocoa, you can double the number of stem cells in your body. So can drinking green tea or black tea twice a day. Stem cells are crucial for keeping cancer away because they're responsible for keeping your cells healthy and repairing any damaged cells that can lead to cancer. Now let's talk about a trendy drink that's earned its reputation, bone broth. This is a game changer for cancer survivors. Bone broth is rich in glycine and collagen that help to heal the lining of your gut. Since over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, and your immune system is your body's main defense against cancer, it's extra important as a cancer survivor to keep your gut healthy. And I mean, it's also where you absorb all the nutrients from the food you eat. There's a famous health expert, Dr. Mindy Pelz, who helps people improve their gut health and balance their hormones through fasting or intermittent fasting. According to Dr. Pelz, you can heal your gut, even a leaky gut, in 24 hours by fasting and breaking your fast with bone broth. But don't worry if fasting isn't your thing. She also says that with 3 consecutive days of clean eating and sipping on bone broth, you can completely transform your gut microbiome and strengthen your immune system. But that's not the only benefit of bone broth. It also has minerals like calcium and magnesium that you need to keep your bones strong, and important amino acids that reduce inflammation. And again, you can make bone broth even more powerful by adding a piece of ginger or turmeric root to it. Plus, it's kind of warm and soothing and easy to digest, so whether you decide to sip it straight or use it in soups or stews, know that you'll be giving your gut some love and keeping cancer away. Okay, cancer-fighting drink number 4 is pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice has very high concentrations of antioxidants and some of the most important antioxidants called anthocyanins. These have been shown in multiple studies to fight off free radicals that can lead to cellular damage and cancer. So for cancer survivors, keeping those free radicals in check is a big deal. Research studies have shown that pomegranate juice can actually slow the growth of cancer cells and help to prevent the spread of cancers like breast and prostate cancer, for example. And I mean, it's delicious. Just make sure you find 100% pure pomegranate juice without any added sugar. So there we have it. 4 simple but powerful drinks to help you stay healthy and lower your risk of cancer recurrence. Start by adding 1 or 2 of these drinks to your day if you don't already, because small, consistent changes like this over time make a big difference in keeping cancer away. As always, I'm leaving you with another video to watch next that I think you'll enjoy, and I'll see you next week.